After 15 years of marriage and nurturing 6 children, I made a catastrophic error that shattered my world. A single impulsive act cost me my spouse, my children, and the home we built together, leaving me with nothing but remorse, unemployed, and sleeping on a friend's couch, wrestling with the wreckage of the life I once cherished. To outsiders, 15 years suggested an unbreakable union, a partnership destined to endure. For a while, it felt that way. I was barely out of college when I wed Tom, a steadfast man who always brought home his earnings, paid every bill promptly, and shouted encouragement at our children's soccer games. Together we forged a life, 6 kids, a house framed by a quintessential white picket fence, and evenings filled with family meals. To the world, we were a portrait of perfection, a testament to achievement. There were times I'd gaze at our life and think, we've created something enduring. Yet beneath the surface, a restlessness stirred within me, an unnamed longing. Perhaps it was fatigue, perhaps bitterness. While Tom went to his job, I remained at home, submerged in diapers, cooking, school drop-offs, and endless laundry. It was a life of ceaseless sacrifice. Some women thrive in that role, but I felt myself fading, becoming a ghost of who I once was. With each new child, a piece of my identity slipped away. Tom's love for me was unwavering. I never questioned it. He expressed it often. But his affection was practical, tied to my role as the mother of his children, the one who kept our household running while he provided. I yearned for something more, intensity, recognition, to be seen beyond my function. That's when Daniel entered my life. He was a colleague at the part-time job I took when our youngest began school. He wasn't better than Tom in any significant way, but he awakened something in me. His compliments, about my smile, my hair, the way I moved, were simple yet electrifying. To a woman who'd felt unseen for years, his words were a lifeline. It started innocently, casual conversations, shared coffees. Then came a touch that lingered, followed by a kiss that changed everything. I told myself it was harmless, that I deserved this flicker of happiness after years of giving to others. But that kiss led to clandestine hotel rendezvous, invented errands, and nights when I'd return to Tom and the kids with guilt eating away at me. I should have stopped. I should have remembered the family who needed me. Instead, I pursued that fleeting excitement. Daniel made me feel alive, young, wanted, while Tom represented obligation, routine. I convinced myself I could balance both lives. I was wrong. Tom uncovered my betrayal in the way so many do. The clues I thought I'd hidden, late nights, a newfound attention to my appearance, the way I recoiled from his touch, were painfully obvious. One night, he glanced at my phone while it charged in the kitchen. Every message, every image, every trace of my infidelity was exposed. I'll never forget the look on his face when I walked in. He didn't shout or destroy anything. He just stared, his eyes empty, as if I'd broken something essential within him. 15 years, he said, his voice cracking. 6 children, and this is what you choose. The fallout was swift. He filed for divorce without pause. As the primary breadwinner, the reliable parent, and the one who could argue I'd put my desires above our children's well-being, he secured full custody in court. All 6 of my children now live with him. I'm allowed visitation, but it's a pale imitation of the life I once had. And Daniel? He disappeared the moment things grew messy. His allure, his promises, they dissolved when I was no longer a thrilling diversion but a woman in turmoil. He stopped answering my calls, moving on without a second thought. I'd sacrificed my husband, my children's stability, and my future for a man who never intended to stay. The legal battle was merciless. With no steady employment, no income, and a history of infidelity, I was depicted as reckless, unfit. Tom's attorney tore me apart, painting me as a self-centered betrayer who couldn't be trusted with our children. Perhaps that's exactly who I was. Now I'm staying on a friend's couch, applying for jobs I should have pursued long ago, and trying to rediscover who I am without the constant identity of mother. I see my children when I can, but it's different now. They still love me, I sense it, but there's a distance, an unspoken question in their eyes. Why did you jeopardize us? Why did you choose him over us? Truthfully, I have no answer. I thought I was pursuing passion, freedom, something to affirm my worth. But I was chasing an illusion, a temporary escape from the life I'd built. In doing so, I demolished that life. Tom rarely speaks to me now, only sharing what's necessary for the kids, his words brief and devoid of feeling. He once looked at me with love, then with pain. Now he doesn't look at me at all. That might be the hardest part, not the isolation, the financial struggle, or even the stigma of being the woman everyone whispers about. The worst is knowing I had a husband who trusted me, children who relied on me, a home that was whole, and I discarded it all for nothing. I betrayed my family after 15 years and 6 children. Tom has full custody. I'm jobless, homeless, and the only one to blame is myself. If you're reading this, tempted by the notion that something better awaits beyond your marriage, let my story be a caution. That fleeting thrill you're chasing? It vanishes quickly. And when it does, you'll be left standing amid the ruins of everything you once treasured. I thought I was running toward love, but I was fleeing from myself. Now, I'm alone, carrying the weight of my choices.